So today it was seemingly leaked what the Tales of Remaster will be, and it is Tales of Xillia. A lot of people called this one, and I thought it was the most likely candidate next to Tales of the Abyss. The leak is from Bandai Namco Europe, which posted something early, and it appears to have been a screenshot of Tales of Xillia. The leaked screenshot suggests that it will be shown on the 18th, a new video, a new trailer, so just in a few days. In the morning, somewhere around 9:45 a.m. on the 18th. This is huge news for any fans of the Tales series, and it could mean that we aren't just getting one game, since Tales of Xillia has a sequel. We'll talk about that in a bit. Tales of Xillia is a really good game, and because it's been trapped on the PS3, it isn't one that necessarily got as much love from the general fan base in the same way that games like Vesperia or Symphonia have. One of the interesting concepts that Xillia brought to the table are the dual protagonists, having you choose between Jude Mathis or Mila Maxwell, with slightly different perspectives. It gives a little replay value to the game. It's well regarded for a strong cast and for having good skits, which is basically a requirement for any Tales game. If they do those well, then you're feeling pretty good. They're more character-driven than many other JRPGs out there, so things like that are very important. The combat is also done very well, gives you the ability to link with other characters, unlocking new linked arts. People are, mixed about those, but I think they're kind of interesting. Depends on which character you choose, what different abilities you might get. So, what does this mean for us that Tales of Xillia got leaked? Well, there will be the initial trailer ahead of Gamescom that we talked about. I'm kind of surprised that they don't seem to be announcing it at the event itself, but that could suggest that they have something else at Gamescom. Maybe the next mainline Tales game. You can always hope, though I would imagine they announce that at Tokyo Game Show or the Game Awards later in the year, but you never know. It could be there. I'm curious to see the extent of the enhancements. I think that they'll probably have a pretty light touch, similar to what they did with Graces, which means higher resolution, it'll run smoother, and overall just look more HD. But they also added some nice quality of life stuff to the game, like a dash button, quest markers, encounter toggle, autosave, and more things like that. So it won't be entirely threadbare. There will be some good reasons for people to want to play this version specifically. For anyone that hasn't played Tales of Xillia, this will almost certainly be the definitive version moving forward. And it will almost certainly be on PC, which for me is huge. I've now got a pretty nice collection of Tales games on my Steam account, and Xillia would make a great addition. As for what I was talking about earlier, Tales of Xillia 2 is almost certainly going to have to be here in some capacity, whether that means it'll be bundled together with the first game. Not really sure about that. I would love that, but Tales of Xillia 2 completes the story of the original, so for it not to come out in some way wouldn't really make much sense. We do have a bit of a precedent here, however, with Dawn of the New World, which hasn't been re-released alongside Tales of Symphonia in its remastered version, so it's not like Bandai hasn't completely ignored a direct Tales sequel before, but Tales of Xillia, I think, is on a different level to Dawn of the New World, so do they treat it as that? I would hope they treat it much better, but I'm really not sure. Maybe we'll get an answer to that during their reveal, and I'm hoping that we do. So that's really it. Just thought I'd make a quick video letting people know that this is a thing. As we learn more, I will most likely put out that information here on my channel. So subscribe if you want to hear about it. Thanks for watching.